Welcome to Babyface Hills. I'm your boy Pops Griffin. I got two of my four guys with me. To my right, Menace Red.
Yo, yo, yo.
To my left, Ricky Bobby.
What's up, what's up?
You know what it is. You know what we do. Here we talk professional wrestling, primarily WWE. We are on the road to WrestleMania, and we have a few things to talk about before we get there. Sami has a breakdown. My man, I don't know what's going on with him. I love Sami. We got to address that, see what's going on, where his mind is at. Where is Jade? Okay, I'm getting tired of saying this. And then lastly, Melo tells us how he really feels. So we're going to wrap the show with these three subjects here. And let's get into it, starting out with Sami having a breakdown and talking about he's going to find his way into WrestleMania. I'm looking up and I'm thinking to myself, how is this going to happen? He's not in the chamber. There isn't any golden tickets or anything like that that's available right now that he could possibly cash in. So how the heck is he going to get into WrestleMania?
Nah, Andre Memorial.
But you don't get a WrestleMania. You don't get a slot, a match for that.
Yeah, no. On a serious note, I don't see it happening. I feel like if you think about it and you look at it, all the matches are already booked up. Like, put the titles in there, and then there's just like that one or two mid card that's just a strong rivalry with no title attached. And Sami's not in any of the main talks right now. I don't see him getting his way in it.
I think knowing WWE, how they do WrestleMania 40, there'll probably be a celebrity or somebody who comes into the mix. Sami starts with them and finds his way in WrestleMania that way. I don't see it happening with like another quote-unquote superstar unless somebody returns, or I don't think AJ Styles is doing anything right now. So I don't know. But yeah, my best guess is probably a celebrity comes in and they make it work like that. Because Sami's safe enough to work with somebody who never wrestled before.
That's true. Absolutely. He's a safe guy. No, listen. And if they do that and Sami finds way into WrestleMania, kudos to him. So that says a lot if they have you work with a celebrity. We know that, somebody that we know is trustworthy. You don't have to worry about the celebrity getting hurt, all that type of stuff. So, hey, man, that shows a lot, and it shows to me that they still value Sami in a major way.
That's what I was going to say. I think just them doing this angle shows that they value Sami because he's been important. Like he was a mid card guy before, and he kind of lost his way, but then he bounced back major in the last 2 years. So
yeah, having that feud with Roman, man, that was big time for him.
I think he's got a lot of people until The Rock came back. A lot of people were saying that was like the climax of the Bloodline storyline with Sami being in there and stuff.
It was that was
great.
Good.
That was awesome. Yeah, it really was awesome.
So, whatever happens, I think Sami would be fine.
Yep, I totally agree with you on that. I can't wait to see exactly what it is that they have him do. So Melo, I'm listening.
I like this.
I am nicknaming Melo, okay? I might get in trouble for this, but I'm going to just go ahead and go. This dude is the black HBK, okay? It reminds me of Young Sean, man. I'm telling you, Young Sean with the blonde hair, kicking Marty through the...
This is that 94 Sean.
Yeah, this is that dude, man. Little dude, but he the biggest dude in the arena, man. I mean, it works. It really, really works, and I like it a lot.
Yeah. So people who don't know, Trick and Carmelo Anthony were a tag team. They were both becoming really popular on NXT. Trick was on his way to get a title shot, and Carmelo Anthony stopped him in his tracks, basically turned on him. And Melo did his promo by himself. They gave him a little package, and he basically said he's not letting anybody get ahead of him. So even if that's Trick, then he's not letting him get ahead of him. He let him come along all this way just to stop him where he's at. I think it's dope. It's a very, very Shawn Michaels Midnight Rockers, except Trick Williams is no Marty Jannetty. No. Low key. Trick Williams could be a Shawn Michaels situation. I don't think Trick has as much charisma as Melo, but you could work on that sort of.
He's got size.
He's got size, athletic ability.
Yep. You got nothing, Ricky Bobby?
No, I agree. Agree on it all. HBK, Black HBK.
Yeah, I like Carmelo Hayes though.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. Maybe he'll be the one to possibly get that NXT North American title or something like that. We'll see.
Yeah, that seems low key. That title seems more important than their world title.
It's almost like the workhorse title of NXT.
Yeah, it's like whoever gets that gets like the spotlight on them. Before Solo came up, he had that title. Even when he first came on the main roster, he had that before he dropped it.
Dirty Dom had it for a little.
Dom had it, and then he dropped it. And now the new guy who has it, Oba Femi.
Yeah,
he's the new star in NXT now.
Yeah, he's a massive dude, man.
Yeah, he's only 22.
That's crazy.
Insane.
Raw talent.
Yeah,
They're like, yeah, we got one, y'all.
for real.
Okay. Now, we gotta address this, man. Okay, this has been bothering me, and I know it's been bothering you guys as well. Where is Jade Cargill? She made an appearance at Royal Rumble. I thought she looked good in the Rumble. Okay, I thought it was
insane in the Rumbles.
So, again, where is she? We haven't seen her on the NXT. We haven't seen her on Raw. We haven't seen her on SmackDown. I think other than Twitter, I mean, what are they doing with her, man?
I'm starting to think that it might be like a behind the scenes thing or something, because I just don't see like realistically like bring her in, hold her to the Rumble. She comes at the Rumble.
She's last three in the Rumble.
Last three in the Rumble, almost wins it, goes insane, has like a bunch of viral moments during the Rumble, and then now it's just like haven't heard from her the whole time. Didn't even make it in the chamber. Even if she win chamber and didn't win, it's still like development. But for her just to not be there at all, not to be heard, not to be talked about at all, it's kind of crazy. Makes me think that there's something behind the scenes happening.
I'm going to touch on that chamber thing, but before I do that, Red, go ahead and chime in, bro.
Honestly, I don't have a problem with her not being around if they don't think she's ready. Because obviously, somebody sees something that we don't see. Because in the Rumble, I was actually just watching her Rumble highlights last night. It was crazy. Mm-hmm. The moments, her timing is good. She had a little spot with Becky right there that you could build on.
Mm-hmm. Her and Bianca's spot, I thought that
her and Bianca you could build on.
Yeah. Even her and Nia kind of came a little bit.
Yeah. But like I said, if they don't think she's ready, then I like it because I feel like she's in a weird space to where she's kind of too big to debut on NXT. Mm-hmm. But she also hasn't built up that mainstream credit to like take over. But it would be believable if they did it right to have her take over one of the women's divisions. But yeah, if they don't think she's ready, then I don't want to see her go out there and fall on her face if that was to happen.
Oh my God, I just can't believe that though. I can't believe that she would go out there and fall on her face. And I'll tell you something else. I got no problem with her going over to NXT and dominating those women.
She's
I got
too
no
big
problem with that.
I think she's too like.
She's too.
I disagree with you. I think she's too big for NXT. But I think if she comes on the right energy when she debuts on Raw or SmackDown, that it can work. Because when she came in the Rumble, the crowd was immediately up. It was like a whole different wave. Like everyone in the ring knew that it was someone big coming in the ring, and when she came in the ring, it was just up. So I feel like if she debuts and they play it right, that it should be fine. Because I feel like she has enough.
Maybe that's the thing. They need the perfect debut.
Oh, they don't want to mess it up.
Do you want to like build a storyline, or would you rather have her like insert herself into a rivalry? And like, oh my, like on the commentary, oh my God, it's Jade Cargill. Yeah. She beats up everybody. I would like something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is better than having her go and like keep having her matches and keep making it and losing. Like that would have been a change.
But do you guys think she's losing momentum?
I kind of do.
Really?
I think she was, but I think that them putting her in the Rumble just makes people more eager to see her now. But like if she was not doing anything, Rumble chamber, then it would have been like, oh.
But then I think. Before the Rumble, we said, hey, she's going to show up at the Rumble, right?
Right.
It happened. Now, I thought her showing up at the Rumble meant that maybe she may not show up the next night on Raw. She may not even show up next night up to NXT. But SmackDown, someday within the next week, we would start beginning to see more of her, even if it was just a simple backstage interview or anything. There's been nothing. Like, I just don't think that... I can't believe as great as these guys are behind the scenes, right? The writing and producing of our favorite. We love to talk about this stuff, right? So I can't believe these guys would say, okay, we're going to have her come out for the Rumble, but afterwards, what the hell are we going to do with her? I don't know. Nah, I don't want to believe that. I mean, I know we're seeing them pivot a lot with the whole WrestleMania main event, but I can't believe they would just bring her out and say, okay, well, she's going to show up now, and then it doesn't matter afterwards.
But also, if you think about it, where does she fit right now, though? You have Bayley and Dave Charlotte doing their own thing. You have Rhea already filled, and then you have everyone else in Chamber. Then everyone else who's not in Chamber is terrible people that she should not be competing against. So where does she fit? Like, if you were to put her right now, where would you put her?
But remember, there has been wrestlers, right? I remember early days of Lashley. There's other guys who Lashley may be a bad comparison, but he has won the title before a couple of times. But I say that to say this, where you see dominant wrestlers get in there and they'll have them go against two guys, right? And like a handicap, but then they beat them. Stuff like that they've done in the past with wrestlers to show their dominance and their strength, right? So she goes into NXT, she takes the title, and she beats a few of them up. And all of a sudden now, a few of them ends up turning into like a month and a half stretch. And then all of a sudden, she makes an appearance on Raw. Or somebody makes an appearance on NXT because they hear how she's dominant. Like, all those things could work.
I don't think NXT works for her.
Yeah, I think she's too big.
She's too big for NXT.
She's more advanced than those girls in NXT. A lot of the women in NXT.
But see, that's crazy to me because if she's that much more advanced, but she can't get on TV, that's kind of crazy. I mean, she's that much more advanced, so she's better than where she came from, and she's better than our development entry level, right? But then there's a big gap because she's not good enough to get over to our big leagues.
I think she is.
But she's too big to be in our small league.
I see. Okay, seeing her in the ring, you guys might think this is controversial. Seeing her in the ring, she has the technique to have Charlotte potential.
Yeah.
Like we
agree.
Like her technique in the ring is insane. Like I think she fits with the Beckys, with the Charlottes, with the Baileys, with those top people. She fits with them. I just think that if Becky is about to be used to get Rhea over at WrestleMania potentially, then where does Rhea fit?
That's I don't think if Becky is losing or whoever wins the women's chamber is losing at WrestleMania, why would you put Jade in that spot?
But my thing is, I'm not calling for her to come right in and go at Rhea's head or even Bayley's head or anything like that. I'm not even calling for her to have really won the Rumble, even though I thought it would have been cool. But all I'm saying is that if there is plans for her, we need to see her. I don't care if she just comes out there a ringside. I don't care if she bumps into somebody in the backstage area and gives them a compliment. Like, we need to start seeing her.
We still got the tag team titles, and her and Bianca, they could do her and Bianca versus Asuka and her tag team partner for the titles. That would be cool.
Her and Bianca would be a fire team.
That they don't have a match at WrestleMania yet.
That would be good.
Well, that sounds like a plan, and that would work for me, and you won't hear any complaints out of me. But all I'm saying is that ultimately, she has to start being seen. She has to start being more active. I think it is such a disservice to have her come out Royal Rumble, and we have not seen her in action at all. So I do like the idea of her and Bianca, because I thought we saw a glimpse of that at the Rumble, and it was like, yo, that looks mega power-ish. That looks like one of those dream teams that you might get it for, 90 days, or you might get it for 2 years. So, it's one of those things.
The good thing is she's cool with Shawn Michaels. She's cool with Triple H. Mm-hmm. She's cool with Punk. Mm-hmm. And she's cool with Cody. Mm-hmm. She's in the right circle. I think it's just a matter of time before we see her and see what happens with her.
So what you're telling me is, Pops, relax. Your guys got it. It's going to be all right.
I think they got it. I think they're just waiting.
I think it'll be fun. Yeah, I just think they see a few things they got to, or just waiting on the right moment.
Fair enough. Great call, y'all. I'm just panicking. My bad.
They believe in kayfabe for the feels. If you go off script, then it's got to be real. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Baby
Face Heels.